Okay, I think we'll begin. Obviously, record it for those that can't make it. Okay, so just a little bit of updates before I share the presentation. The first one is all your results are obviously up to date. So you should have at least your final CAS mark by now. Number two, your last theme, so Learning Unit 6, Theme 3 on Business Ethics. I've provided the slides as well as the YouTube recording. It's already uploaded, so you can have a look at that. So again, once again, my apologies for canceling last week. I just started a new job last week, so you can understand it has just been crazy. And then number three is this module obviously was selected as part of the online assessment examination. So I did share the sort of training guideline PDF, or I think it was a PowerPoint presentation on the group chat yesterday. You do have an opportunity to choose either the online assessment or at a sit-down venue. If when you were registering, you would have had an option to choose either or. If you do want to change it or you forgot what you've actually used it as or put it as during your registration, you're more than welcome to contact VC Assist and then have that changed. Make sure you get a confirmation from them before you actually go ahead and you can't just go and sit down or do an online. You have to check with them first if you have forgotten. Yes, and then lastly, obviously today's session is our revision session. So basically what I've put together is a sort of summary of the module outline, just so you know high level where to look for stuff. Also gives you a little bit of breakdown on which chapters you need to be going through. I also put together sort of based on my experience. This is the second time that I'm doing this module, but basically from a last year situation, what sort of came out in the examination is what I put down as points, just so that you'll be able to focus on that. Remember what I'm telling you, as the points that came out last year may or may not come out this year. I don't set the examination, nor do I see it prior. So I'm not sure what's part of it. You just have to basically do your own exam preparation and planning and decide what to focus on. Okay. So today is obviously me just going over the examination pacer. So it's not going to be a long session, but if there is any questions, I know we only have one student online today, but if there is any questions at all, please shout and I'll answer them. If not, I am available on WhatsApp. So whether it's on our group chat or you want to private message me, please do so. I will be willing to help as much as I possibly can prior to your examination. That's what I'm here for. Yeah. Okay, so let's get started. So basically, this entire module is made out of 6 learning units. Each learning unit has a set number of themes. So your first learning unit is strategic management and strategic management within supply chain specifically. So this has 2 themes with it, and it starts with chapter 2. So it goes from chapter 2 to chapter 3. Your learning unit 2 is on your warehousing. So this will be your regional spatial warehousing, your urban spatial warehousing, and there's 3 themes there in chapter 4. Learning unit 3 is demand planning, procurement planning. That's 3 themes. 5, 6, 7 is the chapters. Then we have the different types of inventory management, warehouse management systems, and that's theme 1 to 3 in chapters 8, 9, and 10. And then learning unit 5 is your best practices, lean supply chain management, etc. And that's theme 1 and 2, and that's chapter 11 and 12. There is forecasting also within learning unit 4 here. So it's inventory management as well as forecasting. And then the last learning unit is the relationship portion, which is your customer, supplier, as well as business ethics. And those are 3 themes. So that's chapter 13, 14, and 15. So all in all, you basically have to go over chapters 2 right down to chapters 15. Focus on everything that's in your module outline specifically. So not everything that's in your textbook is in the module outline. So use your module outline as your guideline to do your examination planning and preparation in order for you to basically know what to study. Okay. And then on the top here is basically, I just put together some items, as I said, of which came out in previous papers. Once again, I do not know whether it is going to come out or not, but it's stuff that featured before. Okay, so the first one, which sort of the structure of the examination will probably be a little case study, and based on the case study, you'll probably get 2 or 3 questions, maybe another case study after another 2 to 3 questions. But the questions will always be application based. So as much as they'll ask you for a theoretical framework, you will always then be able to, answer it. There has to be an application of it. From my understanding, there is a scene portion of this examination, meaning that you probably would be able to access the essay or the case study prior to examination, so you have enough time to go over it and obviously prepare based on that. And that will probably give you more of an understanding of what sort of questions they would ask and which sort of learning unit it'll fall into. Okay, so the first one is your warehousing, so regional, spatial, as well as urban spatial. This tends to come out quite often, and this is obviously in learning unit 2, and it goes into 3 different themes with each of your spatials having a specific theme. It is quite common because they will definitely sort of ask you what is the pointers in terms of regional, spatial, what would you choose, either regional or urban? Would you have a warehouse that's closer to a residential area, closer to your customer, closer to your supplier? So they will probably give you a case study sort of related to that. Then your lean principles is also something that they will probably ask you. So either something to do with quality in terms of total quality management, and then how lean features in there. So Six Sigma, just in time, Kaizen, Kanban, all of those different principles. So understand that and know that. Then we have your plan, do, check, act. That can also feature from learning unit 5. Then your different inventory management styles. They may give you a sort of case study that then, asks you to speak about how would you manage their sort of inventory levels, and how would you then, coordinate sort of a solution for, how you can process or manage their business stock, whether it's from a raw materials perspective all the way to a finished goods, so that you have efficiency in the business, you have optimization in the business. So this is sort of like the keywords that you need to be using, whether it is from how you order, how you store, how you then, sell the items, why is it important? Because of cost reduction, increase your profitability, you want better customer satisfaction, use all your sort of different methods of inventory management, like a just-in-time, where you receive materials just as they needed for production. You want to minimize storage costs, you want to minimize waste, or maybe your sort of ABC analysis, where you classify your inventory based on the value, based on the usage. So it's more of a focused approach. So this is some of the inventory management questions that may come out. Then we have your sort of demand management and your forecasting. And you need to understand what is forecasting. You want to be able to predict future events based on historic data, how it helps businesses. It helps them to make informed decisions. They can estimate your potential outcome for the future. It manages your demand and supply. What is the different forecasting trends that they use or methods? Trend analysis, maybe it's a quantitative or qualitative approach. What is your different methods, like a judgmental or a statistical model? What is the benefits of forecasting? You want to reduce uncertainty, you want to improve your decision making, you want to be able to respond to your market or changes in your market a lot quicker. So this is the sort of time series forecasting, also very important portion there. So this is sort of the avenue you need to be looking at when you are basically studying. And then the last one that I could think of or even put together is your Porter's 5 forces. And, this is one of the frameworks in supply chain where you can analyze, competitive forces that exist sort of, within your industry with existing competitors, the threat of new entrants, different suppliers, the power of your customers. So this is one of the frameworks that they can ask you to put into Porters based on the case study. You want to look sort of beyond direct competitors when you assess strategies. You want to consider sort of a broader environmental force as well. And I think that's basically where I sort of see it going. But as I said, don't only study what I'm telling you to study in terms of the examination pacer. Your focus needs to be on your entire module outline, which is basically this. Okay. Is there any questions? Michaela, I know you're the only one online, but is there any questions?
No questions so far. Thank you.
Okay. Once again, if you are stuck with anything in your module outline or any specific learning unit, I'm always available. Send me a voice note or a WhatsApp message or anything. And even if you want to set any one of you want to set a quick 20 minutes or half an hour session where you want me to explain something, please do let me know, and I 100% will make myself available to have that done or that session done for you. And I think that's it. We obviously covered all our learning units already in terms of content, and we have now covered our exam pacer. So I think that basically brings us to the end of our semester or our lectures at least. So I want to thank you for being such an awesome bunch of students and a great class, very interactive on WhatsApp and in class. So thank you for that. And I want to wish you everything of the best, not only for your examination, but for the rest of life. And I wish this is a successful exam season for you. Just give it your all. Okay. I think
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Michaela. All the best to you. And hopefully we chat soon or our paths cross again. But I will post the pacer on right now. I will submit the recording right now on YouTube as well. And if there's any questions, as I said, please reach out to me. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a good evening.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.